Hello viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary Series. So, Knight of the White Orchid, 2 Knight Tokens, Gideon, Wingmate Rock, Jotty Offshoot. It looks like he's playing Sultai Ramp, and we've got, what, Esper Midrange? Dark Petition. He is at 22, so he's not going to die in this next attack. At least I don't think so. If he pops Gideon, that'll be 3, 6, 9. Okay, he doesn't, so mans up Gideon. So, if blocking Gideon, that'd be 2, 4, 6, 12 damage. And he's attacking all in, so he'll gain 6 life. Jump block Gideon. And he's down to 10. I hope whatever he searched for with Dark Petition is good. And for his sake, I hope the Esper deck doesn't have a counter deck. Well, counter spell, not counter deck. I mean, all it would take is a negate. So, what do you have? Crux of Fate? Languish. No negate. Clears the board. But Gideon can still attack for 5 next turn. He could man up 1 Shambling Vent and make it 7 damage. Archangel of Tithes. And he anthems Gideon. And this is Renewal. And Foundry of the Consoles. See, learned my lesson from earlier today. Still 1 mana short of being able to go in with both Shambling Vents. But he can do 1 Shambling Vent, man up Gideon, and that would have been 13, but he didn't. So he's going in for 10. Follows it up with a Wingmate Rock. And he needs a miracle right here and right now. Has to be, and if it's a board clear, it has to be something hard like Crux of Fate. Languish isn't going to save him. Okay, lots and lots of mana. The Great Aurora. That is a miracle for him. We'll clear the board. And I haven't seen that interaction before, so now I know. The emblem stays. And he definitely got the better end of the deal. And this is Pilgrimage. So he'll be able to search for 3 since he has Spell Mastery. And you don't get to see this card very often. And I assume it's mainly because of how random the effect is. You know, there's no way for you to control whether you're going to win after that or not. Even the guy who played it, he's saying in chat how he thinks his opponent probably didn't expect to see the Great Aurora. And most likely he's right. It's not really the kind of card that people plan against. But he threw down Gideon, made a Knight token, Dragon Lord Atarka. That'll kill Gideon. And this isn't Sultai Ramp anymore. Or maybe it is and he just runs that very little red mana to splash for Dragon Lord. Knight of the White Orchid, that'll trigger. And Stasis Snare to get rid of the Dragon Lord. Attacking with the Knight, responding with Sultai Charm. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Gets rid of the Stasis Snare, brings back Dragon Lord. He burns out the Knight of the White Orchid and blocks the Knight token. Is he gonna do Great Aurora again? No, Animist's Awakening for 10. Swamp, Great Aurora, Forest, Retreat to Hagra, Ulamog, Cinderglade, Crux of Fate, Retreat to Hagra, Nissa's Renewal, and Nissa's Renewal. So, 1, 2, 3 lands? And Stasis Snare to get rid of the Dragon Lord again. And Wasteland Strangler. No need to get rid of that exiled card since the ramp deck has no creatures in play. But this is becoming quite the desperate fight for the ramp deck. He continually has to come up with answers to the Esper deck's creatures. Radiant Flames to get rid of the Strangler. Another Awakening? Yep. Awakening for 12 this time. Gets him, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. Johnny Offshoot, Nissa's Renewal, Crater's Claws. Ooh, Crater's Claws. But, well, that'd be one hell of a Crater's Claws. With all that mana he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he could pop the Foundry of the Consoles this turn. Gideon, ally of Zendikar. Makes a Knight token. And Wasteland Strangler. So that represents lethal on the board. He doesn't activate the Foundry at the end of turn. Honestly, that would have been my play. Unless he has Great Aurora in his hand. And he does! Oh, and that brings back Dragonlord Atarka. That's a neat trick. And he's got 5, 6, 7, 14 mana in his pool. 6, 7 more mana to tap. And he's got Dragonlord Atarka in play. Plays a Jotty Offshoot. And 11 cards in his hand. And he got 3 out of 4 Lumbering Falls back. And this is Renewal. How many more land are even in your deck? He got 3. I actually feel sorry for the Esper deck. He came so close to finishing this guy off. And then it just turned into that... I'm trying to think of a good description. It's just like a merry-go-round of Great Aurora. Ultimate price to kill the Jotty Offshoot so that he doesn't gain any more life off of it. And Ugin. Archangel of Tithes. With the sheer volume of mana this guy has, one Archangel isn't going to help. And I'm afraid that this is basically over now. 2 Great Auroras. And, I mean, there's just nothing you can do now. What's he gonna do? Is it Crater Claws or is it another Animus Awakening? Crater's Claws for 17 plus 2, so it should be 19 damage. And that's the game. Or is it? Murderous Cut. To kill Dragonlord Atarka. To knock off the Ferocious. Leaves him at 1. But then Ugin can finish you off. Why didn't you just win right there? Don't play with your food. Shambling Vent. That'll actually keep him alive against Ugin, since the Anthem turns it into a 3/4. So he's up to 4 life. retreat to Hagra. Little late for that now. Wow, he did have one more land. Knocks him down to 3. Why don't you just use Ugin and kill him? You're just showing off now. Animus Awakening. Game over. So, even though he was showboating at the end, and theoretically he could have lost, it's entirely possible if he hadn't had the right cards, letting him live on that turn instead of just ending it with Ugin. But that didn't happen. He won the game, and I'm going to end the video there. That was the Great Aurora Ramp versus Esper Midrange. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I'll see you in the next